Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Midnight News, and here's our top stories. The Prime Minister, Séville, presided over the installation ceremony of the Board of Directors of the Algerian Investment Promoting Agency AAPI on Sunday in Algiers to improve the business climate and strengthen the attractiveness of the national economy. Tizi Ouzou launches summer season as second phase of Belwa cable car project enters service. Middle school certificate pass rate surpasses 65% amid a joyful celebration across Algeria. Following high-level specialized and professional training, new classes graduated from the Highest School of Infantry in Cherchell and the Highest School of Air Defense of Territory in Algérie. Welcome back. Prime Minister Séville presided this Sunday in Algiers over the installation ceremony of the Board of Directors of the Algerian Investment Promotion Agency, known as AAPI. The ceremony was attended by several ministers, senior state officials, as well as representatives of employers, organization and professional association. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister stressed the establishment of the board marks another step forward in implementing the reform initiative initiated by the President of the Republic to promote investment and improve the business climate. He noted that these efforts are aimed at strengthening the attractiveness of the national economy and enhancing its ability to attract investments that generate wealth and create jobs. Let us listen.
On the occasion of the installation of the Board of Directors of the Algerian Investment Promotion Agency, a new step has been taken in the implementation of the reforms initiated by the President of the Republic to promote investment and improve the business climate. These reforms aims to enhance the attractiveness of the national economy and increase its capacity to attract wealth and job-creating investments. The establishment of this board is part of efforts to strengthen the agency's efficiency and performance in accordance with the new regulatory provisions, particularly those set out in Executive Decree number 26153 of April the 14th, 2026.
On this occasion, Séville reaffirmed the government's commitment to continue putting in place all necessary conditions to ensure high-quality public services. We listen.
I would like also to reaffirm the government's commitment to continue putting in place all the necessary conditions to ensure a high-quality and efficient public service for investment project holders, as well as a comprehensive support throughout all stages of the implementation of their projects. The mobilization and coordination of efforts among all stakeholders will make it possible to achieve the objectives set by the President of the Republic, namely the effective realization of 20,000 investment projects by the end of 2029.
The Minister of Interior, Local Authorities and Transport, Said Sayud, officially launched the 2026 summer season this Sunday in Tizi Ouzou province, in the presence of the Minister of Tourism, Houriya Medahi, the Minister of Public Works and Basic Infrastructure, Abdelkader Jalawi, and Director General of Civil Defense, Colonel Boualem Bourlef. On this occasion, the minister stressed the importance of ensuring free access to beaches and improving services offered to citizens, and strictly enforcing new regulation concerning tourist operation of beaches. He also highlighted the implementation of a series of preventative measures aimed at ensuring the full preparation of beaches and tourist infrastructure, and improving the reception conditions for summer visitors and members of the Algerian community living abroad. The Minister of Interior then proceeded to the commission of the second station of the cable linking the capital of province to Sidi Belawa Hospital, and launched the third section of the project, which extended from the hospital to Rejwana. Education now. The results of the 2026 middle school certificate examination have been announced, with the national pass rate reaching 65.19%, marking another important milestone for thousands of students across the country. A total of 559,214 candidates successfully passed the exam, while 2,142 private candidates also earned the certificate following the examination held from May 19th and 21st. Nationally, first place was awarded to Ikhlas Gia from Wilaya of Al-Wad, who achieved an outstanding average of 1980 out of 20. Second place went to Rana Mizardi of CEM Bajwani Al-Arbi in Bisikra, while third place was secured by Basmana Boubidi from CEM Mohammed bin Bulaid in Aris, Betna. Congratulations to everyone. At the University of Oxford, the launch of the Emir Abdelkader Chair marks a new milestone in promoting Algeria's intellectual and cultural heritage through discussions dedicated to his legacy. The initiative highlights the enduring relevance of the Emir's humanist vision and strengthens academic ties between Algeria and the United Kingdom. More details with Besma Far.
From the heart of the University of Oxford, where ideas are shaped and bridges of knowledge are built between civilizations. A scientific event bearing the name of one of Algeria's most iconic figures, Emir Abdelkader, continues to unfold.
One of the greatest strengths of this initiative lies in its determination not to confine itself to commemorating a historical figure from the past, but rather to make him a source of reflection on the challenges of the present and the prospects of the future.
Following the official launch of the Emir Abdelkader Chair and the inauguration of the Algiers Room at the Oxford University Centre for Islamic Studies, a series of discussion panels explore the intellectual and civilizational legacy of this exceptional figure whose influence extended far beyond Algeria's borders and became firmly rooted in universal consciousness.
Creation of this chair and this project at the University of Oxford, the university which has carried on work on Abdelkader over the years will be able to deepen and redouble that, as well as strengthening in all kinds of ways educational contacts.
We've heard today the wonderful history of the Emir, in the remarkable things he has done for the foundation of the Algerian state, and how he interacted with many other countries, including our own. We had a lecture today about his visit to London.
The choice of this historic figure for such a major international academic project is not merely an act of remembrance toward Algerian history. It is also a renewed recognition of the significance of his thought and humanist vision, which continue to attract the interest of researchers and historians around the world.
This is an amazing event insofar as it's a showcase for the cultural side of Algeria and in the importance of Emir Abdelkader, who is known of, I think, in the UK, but I think the details of his life and thinking and his role is not so well known.
So we've learnt a lot about the history of Abdelkader, the Emir, and learnt more about the work that the centre does here in Oxford. So all in all, it's been a very informative and educational day.
We congratulate the Algerian people as well as the Arab and Muslim community. This is a particularly important achievement. Culture is needed a universal language. It serves as a genuine bridge between people and civilizations.
Between the legacy of the past and the challenges of the present, the Emir Abdelkader Chair opens a new chapter in Algeria's presence within the international academic sphere. It reminds us that ideas founded on universal values know no borders, and that the great figures of history remain capable of inspiring generations and building bridges between peoples.
In energy news, Algeria is stepping up efforts to improve energy efficiency and strengthen long-term energy security through enhancing planning and resource management. Minister of Energy and Renewable Energies Morad Jel held a coordination meeting today with the Minister of State and Minister of Hydrocarbons Mohamed Arghab to review the national energy consumption model, a key tool for forecasting future demand and guiding public policy. Discussions also focus on improving energy efficiency, rationalizing consumptions and ensuring the sustainable use of national energy resources.
أكون أنا خادما الوفي لبلدي. أمانتنا تضع أمانة في أعناقكم، فقبل الأمانة حصول وديعة تدافعون حتى آخر قطرة من دمائكم.
The commander of the land forces, the Army General Mustafa Ismaili, presided over the graduation ceremony for 10 classes of officers and non-commissioned officers named after the martyr Muhammad Aidat's Higher Infantry School in Shirshel. Graduates underwent a period of high-level training combining military instructions and specialized general education. Najah Diyar with more details.
From this institution, which has produced successive generations of land forces officers, new graduating cohorts today join the ranks of their predecessors, carrying in turn the torch of knowledge, discipline and readiness in the service of the homeland. The graduation ceremony began with military honors and official welcoming protocols before the commander of the land forces, Lieutenant General Mustafa Ismaili, inspected the formations of trainee students. The ceremony was followed by an address delivered by the commandant of the Higher School of Infantry, Major General, who highlighted the prominent position this institution holds within the land forces as a leading training citadel that has, over the years, contributed to the preparation of fighters combining scientific competence, military professionalism, and high moral and patriotic values, saying that the graduates of the Martyr Jalul Abidat Higher School of Infantry stand today in disciplined ranks, bearing dignity in their countenance, pride in their stride, and a pledge in their eyes that knows no surrender. Having trained, qualified, and united on the path of glory, they have grown ever more determined and steadfast in their devotion to the homeland. The celebrations continued with the graduates taking the oath, the presentation of diplomas, and the conferment of ranks upon the top graduates of the graduating cohorts. This was followed by the handover of the school's emblem from the graduating cohort to the incoming cohort in a symbolic gesture reflecting the continuity of the mission and the preservation of the military traditions.
نطلب من سيادتكم الموافقة على تسمية دفعتنا باسم الشهيد البطل عيدات محمد.
The commander of the land forces then officially approved the naming of the graduating cohort after the martyr hero Muhammad Aidat. The graduating cohorts then performed military demonstrations and parades, during which the graduates displayed a high level of discipline, coordination, and precision to the accompaniment of the military bands. Following the parade, the commander of the land forces visited the various exhibitions showcased during the open days, where he was briefed on the educational resources and training equipment employed as part of the institution's training programs. The ceremony concluded with a tribute paid to the family of the martyr hero Muhammad Aidat in recognition of his noble sacrifices in the service of the homeland.
At the Shahid Ali Shabati High School of Territorial Air Defense under the 1st Military Region, the commander of the Territorial Air Defense Forces, Major General Abdelaziz Hawam, presided over the graduation ceremony of 6 groups. Najah Diyar with more details once again.
A fortress of falcons. From here are born the guardians of the skies, ever watchful eyes, never close in protection of the sanctity of the nation's airspace. This is the Higher School of Air Defense of the territory. The graduation ceremony included cohorts from various specializations, among them the 21st class of air traffic controllers from the air navigation establishment under the Ministry of Interior, Local Authorities and Transport. The ceremony, marked by a festive atmosphere, was presided over by Major General Abdelaziz Houam, commander of the Air Defense Forces of the territory, and began with a salute to the flag, followed by the inspection of the graduating cohort's formations. He then delivered an address in which he urged the graduates to exert their utmost efforts in defending the sanctity of the homeland and safeguarding its sovereign airspace, saying that the graduates before this distinguished audience were taking a solemn oath to uphold the noblest morals and the highest values of honor and loyalty in service to the homeland and in safeguarding the supreme interests of the nation, in line with the example of the righteous martyrs and valiant mujahideen, and were urged to remain worthy of this great oath. The graduates took a solemn oath to fulfill their noble duties, after which they were awarded their ranks and diplomas were presented to the top performing graduates. This was followed by the handing over and receiving of the flag between the graduating cohort and the incoming cohort. The graduating cohort bore the name of the late Mujahid, Lieutenant Colonel Bourghda Mustafa. This was followed by a military parade performed by the various graduating formations, marked by harmony and coordination. The program was rich, reflecting the training received by the graduates, which combined theoretical rigor with practical knowledge, supported by the school's pedagogical equipment. The ceremony concluded with the honoring of the family of the late Mujahid, Lieutenant Colonel Bourghda Mustafa, after whom the graduating cohorts were named.
أقسم بالله العلي العظيم أن أكون الخادم الوفي لبلدي. أمانتنا تضع أمانة بأمانتنا فقد الأمانة أصول ودياء ندافع عنها حتى آخر قطرة من دمائنا.
As part of the preparation of the legislative elections of July 2nd, the Algerian consulate in Bobigny, accompanied by representatives of Independent National Election Authority, held an information meeting for association and civil society actors. In the district, this was an opportunity to present the main provisions governing the conduct of the election, the voting procedures, and the measures implemented to guarantee the transparency and fairness of this electoral event. Participants were also reminded of the role that association can play in raising awareness and promoting civic partnerships among members of the Algerian community. In Kansas City, the arrival of the Algerian national team has sparked a wave of excitement. From a giant artwork celebrating Algerian colours to the strong involvement of the local community, football is once again proving the power to bring people together and foster friendship across cultures. Bisma Far with more.
When an American artist recreates an Algerian flag across a vast field, it quickly becomes clear that this event goes far beyond sports. The presence of the Algerian national team in Kansas City has created a unique atmosphere that has captured everyone's attention.
Yeah, we're out here today. We have a local artist named Stan Hurd, who is a Lawrence local, and He's spent the last month and a half or 2 months putting together an earthwork piece of art that will be the Algerian flag. It looks like something's happening behind me right now, but we have everyone out here in their red, white, and green. We're going to make the flag come to life with fans. So.
Lawrence has been so excited since the first day that we heard Algeria was coming to our city. And there's been rumors going around, you know, there's so many people coming, and what's it going to, you know, how's it going to unfold? And it's just happening more beautifully than we ever imagined, because everybody's so friendly and everybody wants to show our best side. So you're bringing out the best in Lawrence, and Lawrence is pretty good. Tahia Dejaya.
And when American volunteers hand out T-shirts in Algeria's colors, they help share the passion and pride of the Algerian community with those around them. Green, white, and red blend well with the spirit of hospitality, friendship, and togetherness.
Honestly, Stan, I reached out to Stan, or he reached out to me, and we ended up planning all of this with the Algerian people here back home, and also the Lawrence people. And honestly, a lot of the Algerians, Tegulu, it's like our second home. La majorité des matchs déroulent le week-end, ça fait plaisir.
Many local residents have also embraced the team's matches, gathering to support Algeria throughout the tournament.
1, 2, 3, viva l'Algérie.
A powerful reminder of what football represents today, a universal language that unites cultures and brings people together through the values of respect, friendship, and fraternity.
That was it from us tonight. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye for now.